So in today's video, we're going to show you 100% the way not to act with the Las Vegas Metropolitan Police Department. What you're going to see blew my mind when I saw it, and I'm going to show it to you. I'm not going to show you the social media version, which first came out, which led Las Vegas Metropolitan Police Department to release this footage that you're going to see. Because at first, it looked like a police officer was just literally bullying a guy trying to sell fruit in front of the Welcome to Las Vegas sign. Now, I think this might actually end up happening more and more. That's going to be a major issue, I believe, and I hope everybody can have a cooler head, and I'll explain why I think it's going to happen more and more later on in the video, so stay tuned for that. But this is 100% not the way to act with the cops. And I'll also share the worst experience I ever had with a police officer, because I have been bullied by the cops, but I've also met cops that are wonderful people who take great care of making sure that we're treated with lots of respect. So we back the blue. My name is Steven. I'm not leaving Las Vegas. This is a Vegas news, analysis, and commentary channel. I bet you didn't see this from a Vegas YouTuber. Let's get on with it. All right. So if you haven't known or been back to Vegas since COVID reopening, there's a lot of people selling stuff on the strip. And I mean a lot of people selling stuff on the strip. Everything from balloons and little spinny thingies with LEDs on them to beer illegally out of coolers to supposedly, I would assume, young kids who are underage that look old enough to drink, to people selling hot dogs that are wrapped in bacon and they're cooking them out of big giant stovetops right in front of the casino properties. Well, Nevada being slow to react, Clark County, Las Vegas, to these kinds of things. They were slow to react to the food truck craze back about 15 years ago, finally licensed these folks. But this interaction between a cop and a vendor down at the Vegas sign, it ended very poorly. Now, I'm going to ask you to watch this objectively and leave me a comment below and tell me, was the officer assaulted? Was the officer in the right? Was the vendor in the right? You tell me who was right, who was wrong. Here's the video.
Licencia now. I'm going to put you right in the handcuffs if you don't listen. No, that's not how it works. You already pissed me off. You didn't listen. Give me your licencia now. Give me your license. Not business. Driver's license. I've already said licencia. Perfect. We're going to play those games. Hands on your small, your back like you're clapping.
You don't touch me.
Don't go away from me at all. You'll get right to the ground.
Don't touch me.
You
don't touch me.
You want to get on the ground? Get the fuck on the ground now. Get the fuck on the ground now. You want to fucking play? Get the fuck on the ground. I'm telling you now. Get on the ground now. I'm not fucking playing. Get on the ground now. Can I get additional?
So that's the video. Let's get to why I think this might happen more and more. But tell me in the comments, do you think the officer was in the right or the vendor was in the right? Do you think the officer was assaulted or tripped or fell? Do you think the officer was picking on the gentleman who was just trying to make a buck? You tell me in the comments below right there. But speaking of trying to save some money by maybe buying water for $1 on the strip out of a cooler, if you guys are trying to save some money in life and inflation is kind of crushing you, I want to introduce you to something called Starfish Perks. It's something my wife and I have been using for a very long time. I want you guys to save instant cash back if you shop. You buy gas for your car, you shop at Walmart, Target, Amazon.com. You shop in real life places. Why don't you earn cash back perks on the spot? If you guys want to learn more about how you can save instant cash back like me and my wife Caroline have for years, head on over to consumerrebellionnow.com. We'll either get you on a Zoom call or I'll call you personally and I'll explain how it works. So consumerrebellionnow.com, start saving money, take something from the credit card companies because they be taken from you and the retailers. All right, so back to the video. You're saving some money by buying some fruit on the strip. So we've gotten to a point right now where the cops just haven't dealt with it. I asked a police officer once why they don't deal with it, and he said, we can't deal with it because we'll be called racists. I'm telling you, this is the truth. I made a video about this a few weeks ago. Whether or not that's true, that could be that officer's opinion. There is a new license that allows these folks to operate, but I think it might happen more and more, and I think we have maybe more experiences with cops that might not be treating people with respect. Happened to me, and I'll share that in a few minutes too. But here's why. So it's good to have a license. It guarantees that people are going to be compliant with health codes, and it guarantees that people will be able to do commerce and pay taxes and really contribute to our community by paying business license fees. But at the same time, this new license means that nobody can work within 1,500 feet of a casino.
The legislation also prohibits street food vendors from being 1,500 feet from resorts and gaming, but that won't take effect until October 15th.
Big surprise, right? Big surprise. The biggest moneymaker in town made sure the law said that they can't take money from the casino properties. Now, whether or not somebody's actually going to be compliant with that is a different thing altogether. And if you're going to make it so they can't work where they're already working and making their living, why would they actually go and get a license? That's the main question I have. So this might actually be a wash, rinse, repeat type thing, but don't interact with the cops like this guy in the video interacted with the cops. Like if a police officer asks to see your ID, like it's probably a good idea to give him your ID because they get really mad like the cop in the video did. And some of them get offended. Actually, I had a terrible interaction with a police officer once on the Las Vegas Strip. I won't even tell you his name, but at the time, I was completely licensed to market timeshare, meaning I would stand on a street on a public sidewalk. And we knew we were on public sidewalks at the time. And we would ask people if they wanted to do a timeshare tour. And we never took any cash from anybody. We just wrote stuff on a piece of paper, called a phone number, and they went on the tour. And we got paid on a paycheck like regular people do, but just on a commission basis. And I had a police officer come up to us, and this officer was on a mission to clean up the streets of us timeshare scum, as he would say. And you know, he tried to make me feel very bad to make me react. He would say things like, "What's wrong with you, son? Are you not really a man? I see your wedding ring. You're married." I wear a wedding ring because I'm married, sweet Caroline. And he's like, "Do you feel good going home to your wife knowing that you're nothing more than a beggar on the streets?" He tried every way he could to pull a reaction out of me. And I just respectfully sat with my hands crossed in front of me, you know, down, not in my pockets. And no, sir, I don't know, sir. I'm not sure, sir. I'm sorry, sir. Okay, sir. Now, interestingly enough, a few weeks later, he came back to hit us up all over again and check in on us. Because again, he's cleaning up the mean streets of Las Vegas by talking to timeshare people. Meanwhile, there's 3-card money games happening half a block away where they're actually robbing the tourists. And that one police officer treated me with so much respect. It was like a different person had showed up. And he explained that of all the people I talked to that day, he said, "You're the one person that didn't give me any back talk. Do you know how much that matters?" And I'm like, "Okay, sir. Thank you, sir. All right, sir. Have a great day, sir." But my point is, like, there's bad cops out there. There's also great cops, like a cop who pulled me over when I had an insurance problem. And he explained that he should be towing my car, but he doesn't want to interrupt my life and cause me $500 or $600 or $700 of undue bills. So he said, "I don't know how you're going to do it, but I'm going to leave. And if you drive away while I'm here, I have to arrest you. But if you drive while I'm out of sight, you're breaking the law, but I can't do anything about it." Like, that was a compassionate police officer that treated me like a human being. So there's good cops and there's bad cops in the world, just like there's good people that work at, you know, the DMV or at the Walmart or at the gas station. And then there's bad people who will treat you like trash. So we don't vilify all the police because of one officer's actions. But I certainly hope this doesn't happen over and over again, because I would hate to see altercations between people and the police, because it puts a bad look on the city. And then people say things like, "Wow, those cops in Vegas are really horrible." And then people bring in that attitude of confrontation. And before you know it, you have a severe incident that would get on nationwide news, not just on local news like this one did. But you tell me what you think in the comments below. My name is Steven. This is Not Leaving Las Vegas. You're the best part of my day for watching this. I hope you guys would like and subscribe if you're just browsing through to the channel. And you guys will see more commentary analysis like this. I keep meeting people that watch my channel and outside, and I think it's God's way of telling me to do more YouTube videos. So I got to get back in the saddle. And yeah, you guys are great. I love you, sweet Caroline. Thank you for being with me this long. Can't wait to see you when you get home later on this year. Now's the time of the video where I say 3, 2, 1, click. Are you ready? 3, 2, 1, and click.